Hey guys, this is Dark Ducky, and welcome to Leviathan, which is a horror game where you must explore an island with an abandoned lighthouse and discover what went wrong. 17th of January, 1881. Dear Sir, I fear that there has been a terrible accident. The lighthouse keepers of Gannett Point have proven entirely unresponsive to our repeated attempts at communication. It also seems that the light has been dark for several weeks, as many passing ships have since reported. You must sail to Gannett Point at once and contact or rescue the defective keepers, whatever the nature of the incident may be. I leave this delicate matter in your hands, Frenzel. And above all else, let us make clear, the light must shine again. Yours truly, Cloud Hewitt, on behalf of the Northern Lighthouse Board of Scotland. Seems we are in Scotland. And I'm assuming we just crashed. Is it over? It does not seem like it. I'm still alive somehow. In all my days, I've never seen a storm quite like this. At least my boat is still in one piece, and me for the most part. And we're in. Very interesting, very curious. I love the atmosphere so far. I love how it's currently raining. It's nice and cozy. I can't see anything through this storm. I wonder if my lantern is around here somewhere, if it wasn't lost at sea. Now there's an invisible wall there, so I can't proceed. Oh well, looky there. I still have my lantern. Thank the gods. Now I'll only need something to light it with. Okay, so I need some matches, I guess. These matches are soaked, but they'll do. Now let's see if this old thing will still light. F to light the lantern. And now there is light. I can see everything very nicely now. Yeah, this atmosphere is kind of making me want to take a little nap. Take a little nappy poo. I continue to hear that noise in the background, and I'm not sure what it is. It's really quite disturbing. Very, very nice. A livestock pasture. Or what livestock? Maybe there's something I can use to pry these old boards apart. Oh, okay. I can't just jump over this, huh? It seems that I cannot jump over it. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of apologize too for the lack of uploads in recent days. I've been extremely busy with work and haven't really spotted any interesting horror games. Haven't come across any as of late. A crowbar. I could use this to break the fence. Hell yeah, I can. Kablam. Nice. Yeah, I haven't really it feels like it's been pretty dry lately when it comes to the games. 3 keepers on Gannett Point, and for these last 2 weeks, not a word from any one of them, nor an indication of life. Where have the island's sheep gone? Where are the bickering sea birds? Does any soul still inhabit Gannett Point? Every lightkeeper at some point feels a pang of temptation to abandon their post. After all, no sane man yearns for this. The light tests one capacity to endure suffering, conditions which every day work to wither away the human spirit. I can imagine the constitution of a weary man broken down by such elements, and the subsequent abandonment of the island. Yeah, I can only imagine working in an environment like this day in and day out. Would probably be pretty exhausting. But in a storm such as this, a grim possibility pervades the mind. A man swept away by the sea. Could any storm push all 3 able-bodied experienced lighthouse keepers over the crag, never to be seen again? If this wretched rock now marks a grave for the 3, the site of some terrible accident, I will be its first witness. I suppose we will. What is this? There's a key there. Is this like an emergency thing? A bunker? Interesting. I guess let's go in. It's locked. Where would they have hidden a spare key? Oh, well, perhaps this spare key over here by the bunker. A spare key. As I suspected. Now I'll be able to get inside. Nice. Whoa. Alright. We're in. Hello? Is anyone home? Seems that we have... Oh, we've got quite some reading. Alright, well, you guys strap in and enjoy the buttery voice. 5th of January, 1881. 0600. Smooth seas. Morning bitterly cold, but no precipitation as of yet. A light breeze southwest to southeast, and visibility foreseeably clear. 0900. Steady rain unrelenting. Sea becoming rough invariably. Light wind with chill gusts southeast to south, with visibility low. No threat of a storm yet. Felix and the old man are doubtful. 1200. Wind picking up southeast to south. No fuss to be made. 1500. Rain steady. Sea continually rain. I feel like I'm reading like that fucker in Rick and Morty. 1500. Rain steady. Sea continually rough. Wind picking up in strength south to southwest with visibility still poor. Felix to begin preparations for impending storm, tightening boards and leak-proofing the quarters. Shaw remains positioned south on the island, squinting at the sea. I may never know what about it encapsulates him so dearly. 1800. The light never left unattended. Strong winds blow east to northeast, with severely limited visibility. Sea rougher and rougher. Oh hey, my lantern just went out. Several small vessels today crossed beneath the point's shadow. Fishing, trading, and leisure vessels, and decidedly none of the great renowned save for idleness. A whaling frigate Felix recognized. At luncheon today, he remarked that Felix Sr. was once the right-hand man of a similar vessel, a whaler called the Morrigan, long before he too kept the light. At this mention of the vessel's name, the brooding Shaw gained an air of agitation. He threw his dining implements across the room, and they shattered against the wall. I spent the evening sweeping shards of porcelain from the cracks between the floorboards. I fear that I'll never find all of it. Felix and I, both, as little concern we have for the old man, grow fearful of his great affection for Atlantic whiskey. It's not well for any man to be wed to the drink, unless, well, a wiki so burdened with the keeping of the light. Since luncheon, old Shaw has seemed more withdrawn and irritable than usual. The man has locked himself up in his quarters. Through the floor above, his whispers can be heard. He recites frenzied poetic incantations, the meaning of which evades dear Felix and I. The old man is ill of mind, or more likely a drunkard relapsing in his old ways. 2100. Rain unrelenting, sea wild and rough, strong winds northeast to north, and visibility exceptionally poor. Waiting out the storm to resume duties. After dusk, we took to cleaning the panes and we found ourselves cold, wet, and windswept at this late hour. Felix inherited the night watch and remained in the light room while I returned to the quarters. Shaw was nowhere to be seen. Will Faulkner. Fascinating. Let us relight my lantern. Damn, and it went right back out. Alright, let's relight that. Interesting, I wish I could close the door. Guess let's head upstairs. There's a board missing from the stairs. How did that happen? I can't just step over it, I guess. It's a very small step. Sure, there it is. Now I can repair the stairway. And we fixed it. We're quite the handyman today, aren't we? Alright, well now that that's fixed, I guess let's head on upstairs. See what we have. So I guess there was 3 of them that lived here, right? And each one lived on one of these floors, maybe? Or maybe 2 of them lived on this one, I guess. I guess we got some more reading here. 7th of January, 1881. 0600. Cold and crisp at -4 degrees. Light raining gusts north to northwest with visibility moderate. A blanket of fog hangs low over the sea. I will dedicate myself today to the labor of the foghorn, lest any vessels find themselves in the point's solemn vicinity. 0900. Visibility to improve slightly. Light rain unrelenting. Felix has sent Shaw to the cistern to purify the rainwater, which this evening I'll use to cook. It's forlorn mornings such as this one which evoke memories of Eleanor. I am made ill to remember a time she graced my life. She who once drank her coffee black and bitter. She who toiled so diligently by candlelight. She who held her quill with such tenacity and patience. At times, the calm waters remind me of the sanctity of her smile and the steadiness of her skilled hands. In this agonizing sorrow, I really long for her presence. I am indisposed to remember it at all. 1200. Wind begins to peter out north-northwest, but the mist remains. I continue to man the foghorn. 1500. The sea is still. Temperature has risen to -2 degrees Celsius. Today I must stress to emphasize my own temperance, lest I become sick with grief and again find myself at the cliff's edge. My dearest friend Felix, though himself stubbornly never wed, exercises great sympathy for my suffering. I was reminded by him today that beyond these burdensome flaws of the heart, it's our unconditional duty to keep a good light, to sate her every need beyond our own. If there be any God out there, it was an act of his mercy to have brought Felix into my life. 1800. The evening is quiet, visibility low. A late breeze west to southwest corrals the three of us into the quarters. 2100. A steady breeze west to southwest, all still within the lighthouse. The dreaded after-dusk cleaning of the panes keeps morale low. We three are made weary men, as heavy and gray as the mist which obscures the distant sea. I have yet to surrender the foghorn, however. I may wish to rest. Felix offered to shoulder the burden of my task, and however it pained me to reject his offer, I also feel strongly that he, more than any other man in this infernal island, deserves a good night's rest. 2400. A light drizzle slowly becomes rain. Sea remains still. Visibility very poor. Temperature -7 Celsius. After dinner, Felix and I reconvene in our shared quarters and discuss Shaw's growing impatience, his frightful delusions, and his devotion to the bottle. At the dinner table, the old man levied threats against my life, words I interpreted as hollow, drunken remarks, altogether weightless and meaningless. The origin of the disagreement was the stew I made for dinner. I remarked upon the poor taste of the water Shaw had supplied me with which to cook, as the stew had tasted sickly and expired, even though it was freshly made. Felix was irate, feeling that Shaw's words were genuine, and threw at him a punch which landed squarely between the eyes. The old man was taken aback in shock and swore at the both of us before storming outside again. It doesn't seem he's come back since, even at this late hour. We both fear for him, and Felix now fears for me. Will Faulkner. Wow, so this is gonna be kind of an emotional journey about isolation, you know, like living all alone. I have to find a way through this. Maybe there's something I can use to pick the lock. Okay, my lantern went out again. Oh, well, how convenient. A lockpick intended for that lock, no doubt. Will and Felix are trying to get in Shaw's room? Why? Fascinating. So I guess bro put up this lock here. Something that we could easily step over, but we're gonna ignore that. And enter the room. Yeah, you can see all of his whiskey bottles lying around. Also drawings? Or writing, it seems? Interesting. So he's got all sorts of decorative pieces. A piece of art that's... I don't really know how to interpret that. I guess let's press on. Let's go upstairs. See what we got. More barrels. Looks like wine barrels or beer barrels. Alright, fine. Let's keep going up. Kind of have to turn the mouse at a specific angle to get up the stairs. The oil vat's empty. Here's the problem. It's an easy fix. Maybe there's one in Shaw's room I missed before. Okay. Well, I guess let's check out Shaw's room again. Ah, how convenient. 7th of January, 1881. They know nothing. Nothing at all. I've hidden the last can of oil where they'll never dare to look, and yet they search tirelessly, holding on to hope. The whale oil has been hidden amidst the circle of stones. The other two grow irritated, fearing one among them has turned traitor. I almost pity their ignorance. I have crafted a talisman. It bears the cross of the Leviathan, and grants the wearer protection from... the wrath of the... something. Only with this artifact can the bridge be safe to be crossed. After the ritual is complete, the beast will come. The restless sea incarnate, the tempest which chews ships to pieces, which spits them out. The briny endless deep shall bring retribution, while y'all drown in the endless deep. I'm sure there's a few words missing there, but it's torn. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Now what is that? A massive Leviathan. Shaw hid the last can of oil on the other island. My only hope of repairing the light. If the crazy old man is right, I won't be able to cross the bridge until I have the talisman. The talisman feels nauseating to hold, like it's draining something from me. According to Shaw, I'll be guaranteed safety across the bridge. Yeah, this is a very nice atmospheric game so far. I'm really enjoying this. I love the connection with the characters and like obviously the turmoil that they have been experiencing. So here is the bridge, and we got a nice little glimpse of a massive Leviathan down there. I wonder if that's going to come into play later. I'm sure it will. Oh, he's still there. Oh, I hate that. That's probably my biggest fear right there, is just massive things in the water that you don't know what they are. I guess let's get the oil. The whale oil. Now I'll be able to get the light working again, as I was sent here to do. It's my job. I'm safe from you, right? You horrible beast. The talisman shattered. It would seem I made it back just in time. So, can I go back now? Or do I get wrecked? Maybe I shouldn't have gone back. Oh! Jesus. Well, that was a pleasant jump scare, wasn't it? Alright, well, we know what happens if we go over there with, without protection, I guess. Always wear protection, y'all. It's very important. Alright, I guess let's go get this light started with the whale oil. Yeah, you know, I really wish I was good at a Scottish accent, because I would have read all of this in a Scottish accent, but unfortunately my Scottish accent is garbage. Alright, let's get this going. In a moment, this can all be over. There's a little typo there. Okay. So, now what? Can I go up here and start it? Nice. I think something ate me. I got a very brief view. Ah, and that's gonna be it for this game. Dang. That was nice. I think this is a group of devs. This was their first game, so this was actually really well done. I think the script, they did really well with the script. I loved the writing in this. And again, I kind of want to apologize for the lack of uploads. I've been just super busy, and I haven't really found a game that kind of piqued my interest enough to make a video on it. So, hopefully this week I'll do better about that. Alright, well that is going to be it for Leviathan. A nice little atmospheric horror game. I really liked the feeling. I felt very immersed going into this lighthouse and reading these poor men's turmoils. I really felt like I was in their shoes, you know? I mean, I can only imagine what it's like to be so isolated with just 3 dudes and one of them starts to drink heavily. So I think this was really well done. I think some of the programming and some of the visuals, if you want to go for a more professional feel, I think some of the animations could be done a little bit smoother. For example, you get the crowbar to open the wood at the very beginning. It was a little quick there. I think give it a little animation there would have been nice. And I mean, those are obviously just super minor stuff. So really good job with this one. I really enjoyed it. Also wanted to say thanks so much for 1,000 subs. I'll be doing a live stream pretty soon and I'll make a post on that. So I really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys did too. And with that said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.